So just catching y'all up real quick, as I said before, after I fed them, I was gonna clean the litter boxes, which I haven't done since yesterday, I'm gonna say. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a hot mess, but these are clean, although I probably do have to clean them again because I did hear them using these litter boxes. As you can see, the third one is missing. Um, I meant to do this like the beginning of the month, but obviously energy levels completely thrown off. Vita, what are you doing back there? I'm not gonna be able to get you out there if you get stuck in there. But better late than never. So I'm currently deep cleaning the litter box here. So I'm gonna deep clean this, and then if everything goes well, the next day deep clean this, deep clean this, deep clean this. It's not, save the least worst for last. And then we're gonna deep clean this floor. But as for today, yes, I'm deep cleaning this litter box and then I'm gonna clean up this floor. I've been meaning to do like a closing shift type deal with the cat room, like at night after I put the little guy to sleep. I would come in here, clean the litter boxes one last time, completely reset them with the pellets, make sure we're good on pee pads, and sweep the floor, spray, the whole 9 yards. But that hasn't been working. Once he's out, I'm pretty much out. So I'm probably gonna just do that. I don't know, because I'd like to share that process with y'all. And it's easier to share that when he's at school. So I think what I'm gonna do moving forward is as soon as he's out, I'm out, and then wake up last minute, get him ready, drop him off on time though, like early on time. And as soon as I get back home, just focus on taking care of the zoo and doing whatever else I gotta do around here. So that way, when he comes home, I can just focus on him and maybe post an extra video of whatever else. I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now instead of waiting at night to do it and try and record it and post it. And he's, you know, sometimes he's fine and then sometimes I'm in the middle of something and he needs something, which is totally fine. So I'm just trying to figure out what works best for everybody. So I think this will be the move until further notice. So yeah, just wanted to update y'all. That's what I'm doing right now. I'll show you here in just a second what that looks like, a deep cleaning over in the bathroom, the litter box, okay? A bit of viewer discretion is advised, but this is the shower. We don't have like an actual tub. When we lived at the hotel before this, it was a little bit trickier. It was more like on my hands and knees type deal because if I tried to use like the actual spray nozzle, it would get it everywhere. But as you can see, I've taken apart the litter box and I've been spraying it here, and it's been doing pretty good just staying in this area instead of like going everywhere and being all Picasso style, Jackson Pollock. Um, but I do have a little bit of a draining situation, so it started the water filling up a little bit. So now that the water is drained, I'm gonna get back to cleaning this. And then obviously this is all gonna get cleaned while this is drying, the rest of the litter box. So what I'll do is I took it apart and I put it in here. I spray it with my fragrance booster just because I don't want to use any actual cleaning chemicals that the cats could be in contact with. The water might not completely wash it out. Also, the smell might be too strong for them to want to use the litter box, so I just use something they're already familiar with scent-wise, and then I spray it off. And then I put it in my bedroom where the carpet is, so, it's not like leaking onto the tile floor instead or whatever. And I've got a towel underneath all that and everything too. So that's just kind of what I figured out to deep clean these litter boxes. Thankfully, it's not as painful of a process as it was at the last place. I thought it was gonna be, but it's not. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this litter box and go from there. Yep. So also, pro tip, just in case anybody watching this has the same kind of litter box I do and is wondering how to deep clean their litter box, because with these things, obviously you get some of those pellets, they dissolve, but they get stuck in these little filter hole things, I'd say. So what I do is I use like the actual spray nozzle and I'll focus on the outside, this side, flip it over, the outer edge as well. And once that's as clean as that's gonna get, then I focus on this here, and I'll use like the jet setting. Obviously, be careful with that because, like I said, the bathtub I had before, it just sprayed it everywhere, but this one seems to be a better setup. So I'll use the jet and I'll just spray whatever I can out, flip it over, do that a couple times, flip it back over, and then at some point, you know, you want to take a break from the spraying, and I get like a plastic knife and I just stab all of the little holes and I stab it all out, as you can see, and then use the spray nozzle one last time. And then for this one, because I feel like it's especially stinky because like the pee seeps through it and everything, I'll get my Arm & Hammer fragrance booster again and just spray it one more time and rinse that off and call it good. So yeah, just in case anybody was wondering that, show that to y'all real quick. After I clean this, I'm probably gonna grab some Drano because this is becoming quite a problemo. Before I clean the rest of the litter box. Or maybe I'll clean the rest of the litter box and then do the Drano. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that shower's clogged up pretty bad. So I'm just gonna wait for that to drain. I finished cleaning the pea tray thing, so this has a hole in it. Let me get a different bag. So, and I have some Drano, thankfully. So while I'm waiting for that to drain, I'm gonna clean these litter boxes again, because like I said, I'm pretty sure I heard them already using it as soon as I finally cleaned them. So I'm gonna do that right quick. Oh yeah. Just some background noise. Just somebody to do stuff with. Doing stuff around the house, doing stuff at work, running errands in general, maybe working out, I don't know. Shoot, I need to get my spray. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, spray this. It's gonna be real nice when everything is finally deep cleaned. Hopefully my hypothesis is correct. And if I do things like this, I need to cut a pee pad because I'm completely out. Have enough energy to do this all over again tomorrow. Because, as I've said before, I meant to do this as soon as we got into the new month, but trick-or-treating really wore me out. And then the most wonderful time of the month started for me this past weekend. And, well, it's just been a whole thing, you know? When is it not? Okay, this is actually pretty clean. This is not used, so I'm going to leave that alone. On to the next. These cats are probably thinking, like, what's going on? Why do we have 2 litter boxes now instead of 3? Don't worry, I'm just cleaning it. There was a slot in the yearbook for most likely to be a lonely, crazy cat lady. Should have been me. I knew it. I should have put myself in that slot there. That's what I should have done. I'd been like, yeah, I'd like to nominate myself for the most bleak future possible. I love my babies. My little tiny babies. I'll have to show y'all one day what it's like when I get home. Oh my gosh. They come up the stairs, they be coming out the door. And I'll be like, all right, come on, let's get back in. I gotta feed y'all. I gotta do something for y'all. There's always something to do for y'all. All right, so that's good. Better now. Okay. My knees are icky. Okay, I need to find my broom. Hold on. Okay. I'm not gonna deep clean this floor yet because, like I've said, I like to work top to bottom when I'm deep cleaning. So I'll deep clean all these litter boxes, the kennel, and then we'll get to the floor. And maybe even some reorganizing. So I'm just gonna sweep. Just gonna sweep. Get it all out of the way. Instead of thinking I can do it when I have the boy and be able to do this, record it, and post it in peace. That's just how it is when you're a mom. Got to figure out what's best for everybody. And that's fine. Okay. Move that over. Because somehow these things get nasty underneath too. Move everything over. Hopefully I'm not overdoing it today. And I'm completely exhausted tomorrow. But hey, it's gotta be one day on and the next day off. As long as I get back on the horse, it doesn't tire me out more than 50% of the 50% of the time. It's better than doing absolutely nothing, I'd suppose. Okay. Move all this back over. Well, let me get the count and then move ya. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. It'll work out. Okay. Move you back. Boom. And this. And this. Right here. Okay. I'm gonna close this. Oh, I can't close that door. I have something in the way. We got a chicken bone over here. I wonder how that got over here. Was it Vita? Was it Vesta? Was it Victoria? I don't see Venus doing that. She's more of a chew on plastic instead for some reason type of girl. Okay. Sweep this. This back over here, my pellet bucket. Probably gonna need to buy more pellets today because obviously the third litter box is completely out of pellets, so that's gonna take up most of what I have here. And then if I'm trying to deep clean this tomorrow, I'm gonna need more pellets. Either way, because I'm gonna be either completely out or nearly out by the end of today. So I get like a 40-pound bag of pellets for like, I can't remember how much. Or at least I get points off it at PetSmart. And then, I'd say how long it lasts me, but I should probably clean the litter boxes consistently first. Okay, so I swept the floor. Now I'm going to drain these pellets down here that have accumulated over yonder. Got my bucket of water that's been waiting for me to come over and do this for the longest time. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more water. Finish doing that. Take out this bag of trash here. Get a new bag. Put this back. Okay, hold on. New bag. Oh, I think this is the last of my actual grocery bags. And then spray and cut pea pads and whatever else I got going on. Okay, I'd say that's good for right now. Yep. So looking and feeling a little bit of a hot mess right now, but I cleaned up the floor right here somewhat. So, hey Vita, I can cut some pea pads, get caught up on that, while I'm waiting for the Drano to work its magic. It's gonna take like 30 minutes. It said like to use half the bottle, do 15 minutes, but for tougher clogs, use the whole bottle, wait 30 minutes instead. So I'm just like, I'm gonna full send it and just put it all on red and dump the whole bottle. And so while that's being done, because last time I did this, it took me like, what, 15-20 minutes maybe to cut all these pea pads while I was jibber jabbering. I don't know exactly how many I'm gonna get out of this, but I just grabbed a handful, whatever I could, however many I could fit in my little hand. Yep. As much as I wish I could stay up after I've put the little guy to sleep and do some final tasks before I call it a night myself, I'm just coming to terms with the fact that I'm just a person that's probably in a state of permanent burnout, indefinite burnout, and I'm just, especially with my nightmares, I'm just gonna have to get as much sleep as I can get. So as soon as I put him to sleep, I call it a night myself, and then I wake up early enough to get him dropped off and come back and actually finally get my day started and go from there. And hopefully it's enough rest, and hopefully I have enough energy to push through the whole day and have a productive day than pushing myself to do more than what I'm capable of, unfortunately, and just have one day where I'm productive, followed by 2, maybe 3 days where I'm just completely unproductive, and the stuff I did on my productive day was pointless, because it all fell apart while I was unproductive. Hopefully I'm not the only one struggling with that issue. No matter what you're going through, you're not alone, that's for sure. There's too many people on this planet to be the only one going through something, really, truly. There's somebody out there that relates one way or another, and even if there isn't, there's somebody out there willing to listen and be there for you. They're out there somewhere. They're just probably stuck in a tree as well. I don't know where I'm going with that. I never know where I'm going in conversation. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Because 3 litter boxes. Groups of 3. No, I guess this isn't going to take me as long as I thought it would. Maybe I grabbed more last time. I have to refigure my new times of taking care of the kitties and all that. Okay. Yep, just staying busy. Staying busy with y'all. You're not the only one with stuff to do. We all got stuff to do, and that's okay. As for me, myself, I'm getting caught up on taking care of the kitties because they deserve it. I honestly don't know where I would be without them, and they love me even when I'm not at my greatest. So the least I can do is when I get back on the horse, I was caught up, starting from what went wrong, and go from there, because it's not an overnight process, I'll tell you that. But as long as you come back stronger every time you fall down, or at least get back up, at least do that at some point in time, it will all work out one way or another. Even when we thought it really wasn't going to work out, we're still here, aren't we? There we go. Boom. All right. Okay, and I have one more, literally one more pee pad in here. So, let's see what time it is. So I just did the litter boxes right now, and I'll probably do them again before I leave. And probably do them again right quick when I come back, because like I said, they like to use it after I feed them. And then before I call it a night one more time. 1, 2, 3. So that's for today. And then tomorrow, let's see. One, two. So I have at most, like at least enough for today and tomorrow. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do another stack, and just so I have it. Sorry, that took me a minute. I had to dig a new bag out of the kennel, and there's other stuff in the kennel, of course. So, well, here's kind of like half a stack for me. So, let's see. Can I open these? Looks like a perforated line. Okay, perfect. Just gonna completely tear that off, throw it away over here. And this should be, oh yeah, that's enough. I'm just gonna full send it and do 2 whole stacks. Obviously, I think this stack is gonna last more than 2 days. It's probably gonna last 4 days. But if I'm waiting for the shower to drain, I might as well get one thing done well enough that I don't have to think about it for the next week or so. Especially when I'm deep cleaning the litter boxes, it just kind of throws everything off, because then they're using the other litter boxes a little bit more often in the meantime, and resetting litter box. Yeah, it's a whole thing. When is it not a whole thing? Let's see. I'm trying to think what else kitty cat wise I have to do after this, other than obviously still finishing cleaning up the litter box, deep cleaning it, setting it back up over there. Clean the shower, obviously. Clean the shower. I'd like to brush their fur today because it's Monday. I'd like Monday to be a fur brushing day. Yeah, it'd be good. We'll see, we'll see. Because time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. Believe it or not, I actually am enjoying myself. It feels nice to be able to get things done. You know, because even when I'm not productive, it's hard to relax, knowing like, oh my god, there's so much that needs to be done and I just can't do it right now. It's kind of hard to relax, you know? Kind of difficult. But I've also been watching videos about being a woman in our cycles. Sorry, that's a little too much information for my male viewers, but it's actually pretty normal for us to feel the first 2 or 3 days to feel really super goopy, you know? So just bear with us. Give yourself a break wherever you can. Three. So I just keep rewatching that video. I just might link it down below so y'all can see it too and just kind of have an idea of like, okay, this is actually normal, and have a better idea of how to plan around such things. So like, okay, day 3, and you know, had 2 days where felt like absolute death, so now it's time to get things back on track until we crash again. Yeah. Ooh, shoulder's feeling it right now. And then y'all have cycles too, apparently. Fun fact. It's more like based like on a 24-hour thing. Like, you know, you wake up, you're energized, and then as the sun goes down, so does your energy levels, which I'm like, oh, why can't, that sounds like it makes sense, you know, why can't we all, but I feel like, I don't know, they're really just starting to get into that. I feel like there's definitely a lot more to it than that. Than like, ooh, sun go up, energy up, sun go down, energy down, you know, like, I'm pretty sure men are just as intricate as well. because I know y'all got problems too, okay? Y'all got problems. Everybody be asking me, what's your problem? And I'm like, you want that list in alphabetical or chronological order? Because we gonna be here a minute. And they're like, oh, wow. And I'm like, hey, you're the one that asked me. I just had the answer. Almost done. Almost done. And then we won't have to worry about this for a while. But hopefully don't have to worry about it for too long, because once again, I like to be consistent for once. It's just a matter of finding what works for me. I want routine. I want a schedule. Just don't know what works for me. Oh my gosh, Vita, do not knock over all my pads. Thank you. So, yep, in case you're wondering, extra large dog pee pads. Cut them in half, lengthwise, and you got 2. You just have to, when I lay them out in the pee tray, I just have to fold it a certain way, and it fits just fine. It's somewhat double layered. Okay. This. Okay. Fold that up. And we got one more. The last one for now. That's a little bit more even out, I'd say. Okay, and I still have all of these left, so I'm gonna wait obviously until I go through all this that I've just cut before I cut more. And then when I go through these, when this gets pretty low, then I'll buy more. So I'm not gonna add it to the list just yet, list shopping list. But I'm sure there's something else I might need to buy for them. I know there's litter pellets. I definitely need to buy that. And I know there's something I need to get for Goldie. But anything else, I don't know yet. Yeah, we'll get there.